But also beware that mental manipulation isn't always external. It often starts inside our own minds due to outside factors such as propaganda and influences. Take, for example, if you're dealing with a mental illness, the first thing we learn as certified peer specialists is not to define ourselves as our mental health diagnosis. So, if you see yourself as broken, weak, a victim of mental illness, you will act like it, live it, and feel it. But what if you changed the way you saw yourself? What if your inner narrative said, I am not broken, but I am becoming? Sometimes we wear our diagnosis like a name tag. The more you identify with your mental illness as your whole self, the more you risk losing the truth. You are not defined by what you're battling. You're defined by how you rise above it. And the Sharingan shows us that perception alters reality, and reality begins with how you choose to see yourself. So, we also see how mass media, politics, and stereotyping all cast illusions like genjutsus. They change how we view each other, how we treat each other, and how we treat ourselves. Some groups have been painted out as thugs, lazy, and dangerous. That illusion becomes perception. Perception becomes projection, and projection becomes policy. These illusions are designed to divide, to manipulate, and to suppress empathy. When you see the same image repeated over and over, your brain begins to accept it as truth, even when it's not. This is why we must look beyond the illusion to break the genjutsu and reclaim our own truth. Wars have used this tactic. For example, the Vietnam War, in order to gain public support, propaganda, such as describing Vietnamese people as evil, will be spreaded through cartoons, newspapers, radios, and people in order to reduce empathy towards that specific group. We see the same tactic applied now when it comes to African Americans being betrayed as racial stereotypes that feeds acts of police brutality towards people of African descent. Illusion is powerful, but awareness is stronger. The moment you question what you see, you begin to take back control. So, here's something interesting.
Aliens, non-human intelligences, are real, and they have been engaging with humanity.
Ross, we're not alone. We are not alone in this universe, and it is a simple fact. And the US government has been aware of that fact now for decades.
So a theory is that these advanced beings don't shapeshift physically, but they manipulate how you perceive them. Instead of transforming, they implant a visual idea directly into your mind. You don't see what they are, you see what they want you to see. This technique is called
mimicry. When we are on the surface and we meet human beings, even a large group of them, this makes no difference. All of your minds are like one mind. We are able to touch their mind and induce them via telepathy. The command, see us as one of your kind. And the weak human mind will accept this order without refusion, and they will see us, despite our reptilian look, as normal humans. I've done this many times, and you weak humans generally see me as an attractive brown-haired woman because I have created this special mimicry image in my mind years ago, and I can induce it into your minds without problems. Your mind is all one mind is very interesting. That's something that I think we're just starting to scratch the surface on with this whole idea. Well, it's a philosophy that has been echoed for a very long time. If you look at Hermeticism or Rosicrucianism, the sort of as above, so below, This idea that everything is one and everything is connected is very old, but now with quantum physics, I think we're realizing that this might actually be the case, that this field exists and that we're all sort of a part of it.
It's been portrayed in films where aliens appear human to avoid suspicion or fear. In a way, this is exactly what our brains do when influenced by trauma, social programming, or media. You begin to see the world not as it is, but as someone else has trained you to see it. And this has affected you and I in more ways than one. And this proves and makes the Sharingan more than just an anime power. It becomes a metaphor for defending your mind from false realities. This concept invites us to question what parts of our perception have been shaped by others, just like those alien projections, mimicry. We might be living inside someone else's narrative. Perception is projection.